Hi everyone, my name is Robert, and you're watching That's the Movie. So today I'll be reviewing Men, Women, and Children. This movie is directed by Jason Reitman, who also directed Juno and Up in the Air, and you know what to expect from him. Dramas with lots of comedy sprinkled in between. So yeah, this movie, the plot is pretty simple, but at the same time kind of hard to explain because there's a huge cast in this movie. It stars Adam Sandler, Jennifer Garner, Judy Greer, Dean Norris, Rosemary DeWitt, who else? Ansel Elgort, that's the guy from The Fault in Our Stars, and Caitlin Dever, and then just a buttload of other teen actors. And it's a pretty big cast with lots of stories going on at the same time. Even J.K. Simmons is in this movie. Like 5 minutes, but still, he's in the movie. There's lots of people in it. So, anyways, this movie follows a bunch of kids, a bunch of teenagers like in Texas and their families, and it's just what's happening in their lives at the moment. And I guess what's happening in their lives is the most dramatic point in their life. So that's why we're watching it. And the movie has this sort of, at the beginning, it's being narrated by Emma Thompson the whole time, and it's really funny. It's really, really funny the whole time, the very beginning. But little by little, Emma Thompson stops narrating, and it just becomes extremely dramatic, and every turn there's another dramatic twist, and it's just like, can it get any more depressing? But besides that, I think this movie was very enjoyable. I liked it, for one, and I do recommend people go see this, because it was just a really good movie. I don't know if it'd be a feel-good movie of the year, but it was a pretty fun movie to watch, regardless. And at first, when I first started this movie, I saw the trailer, and I saw that Adam Sandler was part of the movie. I was like, yeah, cool. So it was a drama. It's a drama, so I'm like, that's pretty cool. I like that. Adam Sandler's going to be part of this movie, and he's not doing a stupid comedic role. Because a lot of times, Adam Sandler does really terrible comedies. In fact, I haven't seen him do a good comedy that he's been in charge of in years. Like, I don't even remember when's the last time he's done a good one. And I really liked him in dramatic roles, like Punch Drunk Love, Reign Over Me, stuff like that. It was very interesting to watch him in those movies. And that's pretty much the only reason I wanted to see this movie. Like, I didn't care about anything else, just because he was going to play a more serious role. And what he played was just a regular dad, and it was pretty fun to watch. But anyways, one thing I want to complain about this movie was that the dialogue felt, at times, a little really fake. And it's kind of hard to avoid that in most movies, unless you're Quentin Tarantino. But it's really hard to avoid having really bad dialogue at times, especially when it came to the teenagers. And I think it was some of the writing that I didn't understand. I'm like, teenagers don't say that. I'm pretty sure teenagers wouldn't react or speak like that. And maybe I'm like the last person you'd ask about, teenagers nowadays, because I don't know anything about them. But still, I just didn't felt right when it would come out of those actors' mouths. It just didn't feel convincing. I don't think it was much in their delivery, but much the way it was written. It was really corny and dumb. But besides that, I think it was great. And in fact, even the teen actors in this movie, I feel like they'll be the next generation of Hollywood. Like, we'll be seeing them 15, 20 years from now in big movies, like, I don't know, playing a superhero or some crap like that. And we'll be thinking back, hey, I remember that kid. He was doing this movie 20, 15 years ago? I remember him. And I feel like that's what's going to happen, because there is this, especially this actress, Caitlin Dever. She was fantastic. I've been seeing her in small roles here and there, and then I saw her in Short Term 12, and she did a fantastic job in that movie. And she also did a great job in this movie. She's pretty fun to watch. Like, at times, you can it wasn't really convincing what she was doing, but you can still believe her. I still liked what she was doing with her role, and I enjoyed that, and it was really great. And another thing I also loved here was Adam Sandler was pretty good in this movie. He wasn't entirely in this movie. It was just, here and there. But it was really entertaining to watch it. And I loved it. Like, this whole movie was a huge cast following a bunch of stories going on. Some of them have to do with another, some of them don't. Most of them really don't. But yeah, it's just this big story, and it's really cool. And I liked it. But one thing I want to mention is there's a doctor in this movie who has terrible bedside manner, like, just terrible. A monkey could have done a better job than he did. It was really bad, and it was laughable. Like, it felt like they just picked up a guy off the street and told him, hey, here's a script and do this role. Like, I don't think he's ever acted in his life, because it was so stale and terrible. He was telling a really dramatic thing, and telling one of the characters a really dramatic thing, and I'm like, whoa, what? you're just going to leave it like that, but whatever. Besides that, movie pretty enjoyable. I recommend you go see it. Follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook at TheRealRobertAH, and you guys can check out our Facebook page, The Sasha Marina Show, and That's the Movie. And you guys can go on Google Play and BlackBerry World and download our app, for the Sasha Marina Show app. And there you can find Sasha's stuff and my stuff. It's pretty easy to keep updated there, so download the app. And also, you guys can check out my Instagram at Robert Alfonso-Hidalgo. And you guys can also go on the website, thesashamarinashow.com. And every Monday we have podcasts from 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Me and Sasha just talk about movie stuff, movie news, pretty much. That's all that's happening. So yeah, that's a movie. Off the bat,
and it's 5 generations, these 3 families, we go out to space and we jump into stars. And one family's a military family, they're in Space Command.